Hey Connie, what day is it?
It's Tuesday Vittles!
From the skillet to the plate, Tuesday's Vittles are worth the wait.
Baked steak and mashed potatoes and gravy today for Tuesday's Vittles. Alright guys, first off, I have this. I'm trying to get it up here. I have my iron skillet. I have some tallow in there that Billy made yesterday. Look at that, how beautiful that is. He made a pint jar and then 2 quart jars. So good. We went to a meat market in Adelphia, Ohio, and it's a little Mennonite market. Beef for a
great meat market in Adelphia, Ohio.
and we bought beef fat for $1 a pound. So he likes to make his own instead of buying it. You buy it, it's expensive. And we do have a video on that if you'd like to go back and see that, making tallow. I think I have it on there. Alright, so let's just turn this down a little bit. I've got cube steak here from the meat market where we had a beef, bought a quarter of a beef. So I cut them in 2, it makes 4 pieces. So then I'm going to put some flour on here. We're going to bread these.
Looks like you better fill up your flour jar.
I know. This is the self-rising. I don't use it much. So I've got that on there. We're going to add in whatever you guys like as far as seasonings. I'm going to put some salt in there. We're going to put some pepper. Because, you know, you got to have the basics. Then I've got some smoked paprika. We're going to put a little bit of that in there.
Yummy.
And, of course, onion powder. Garlic powder. And I have just a little bit of this Kinder's Cowboy seasoning, cowboy butter. We're just going to put that in there. Get that out of my cupboard. So we're just going to mix that all up.
That ought to be some good eating right there.
We're going to do this in steps since I've got my 1 burner here and I'm not using my stove. So, all right. So we're just going to take one of our cube steak here and we're just going to bread it. Turn this back up a little bit. Whew. And then of course I'm going to put more pepper on it after I put it in the skillet. I don't know if we get all 4 in here at first, but we're gonna try. If not, we'll do some and then come back and do another one.
Yeah, I don't think you can get but 2 in there.
These ones were pretty big. Like I said, these were only 2 and then I cut them in half again. Woo! But you know, you can't flour something without getting it everywhere. Or at least I can't. Alright, so let's get those 2 going. In the meantime, let's get another iron skillet out. If I can't get it down with this angle. We'll put some butter in it. got some mushrooms and onions that I've already chopped up. So I'm going to put that down in there. And after I get all this just browned up, then we're going to fry that together. And we don't want to really cook this all the way. We're just browning it. And it don't take long to do that. Smells good already.
Yeah, it does. Make me hungry.
So we're going to go ahead and get these browned up, and then we'll be back and show you the next step. All right, we've got the steaks browned right here. And I've got the pan that we fried them in, and with all the good bits in the bottom, and we're just going to put those back in there after we get this other stuff done. So now I have those mushrooms and onions, and I've got some butter in them. We're just going to saute them up a little bit on here. And this is for Billy because I'm not the big mushroom and onion in that. So we're doing it for him.
Because I'm special.
In more ways than one. And we're going to make gravy. So I have my gravy mix in here. I make my own mix, like the packets. If you want to watch that video, it's under Pantry Gravy Mix, brown gravy mix. I don't know how to link them because I don't do any editing, so I don't know how to do that yet. It's only been 3 years and I still don't know how to do it. So maybe I can get somebody to teach me one time. But with my mix here, it says for 1 cup to add 1 cup of cold water, 2 tablespoons of my gravy mix, and 2 tablespoons of butter. And I know what's in here, so it's all good stuff. And I'm going to use Kitchen Bouquet, just because I used to see my mom use it all the time. And I was like, oh, I'm going to use that. And it adds some color and a little bit of seasoning in there. So it says browning and seasoning sauce. And instead of 2 cups of water, because I'm doubling this, Billy has made beef broth out of beef bones. He makes his own. So I've already got 1 cup of water in here, and here is the rest. For the rest of it, I'm using beef broth. Beef broth. I don't want to use bean broth, but I'll use beef broth.
Yeah.
So that should be extra good. And I got 2 tablespoons of butter, but I'm going to have to get 2 more because I'm doubling this.
Smell good. Onions always smell good when you're cooking them. And with those mushrooms, I can smell them too.
Alright. We got 4 tablespoons of butter in there, and equivalent to 2 cups of water. Alright, let's pull these off. Set that right there. Oh, I forgot this one won't work. Okay, pause a minute. Alright, so I got my pan that will work on this induction. This pan will not work on it. I forgot. Alright. So we're going to put our 2 cups of liquid, 4 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to put a little bit of our Kitchen Bouquet in there. Then we're going to put 4 tablespoons of our powder mix. We're going to give this a little whisk. We're going to get this nice and hot. And in the meantime, because we got to do stuff all at once here. I'm going to put our meat back in here. And I'm going to pour the mushrooms and onions over top of that.
See, you can get by with one burner.
If you do them in steps. Put that right on there. Has anybody ever made their own gravy like this? Use the pantry mix? I used to use the packets all the time because
Me too.
I liked them. But with this, I know what's in it. It's got powdered milk and beef bouillon. And now it's got beef broth.
Mm-hmm. That stuff's good too.
He had some in the freezer, so he pulled them out just so he could drink it. And I was like, what are you going to use that for? Can I use some? He said, no.
I did not.
And I said, oh, well, I'm doing it anyway.
I said, go ahead.
I got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. So guys, if you fix your baked steak, tell me if you do it any different than I do. Because I'm sure there's so many different ways people make this stuff. And see, and this gravy will get thick on its own in the oven. So I'm just melting the butter and getting everything together. I'm not really trying to get it thick. Because it will thicken up in that oven. Because we're going to put this in the oven for probably an hour and a half. So I'm going to set it for an hour and then we're going to check it and we'll start the mashed potatoes. We're not even going to have a vegetable today. This will be enough for us. We haven't even eaten yet, and by the time this gets done, it's going to be about 2:30 probably. So we'll be hungry.
Mm-hmm.
We already are.
Yep.
And the smell in this makes it more. All right.
Yeah, smelling that's really making me hungry.
I know you probably can't see it, can you?
Yeah.
Pull this up. Now you can't because I got it messed.
Nope.
Can you?
Yep.
Okay. So
I just moved the camera where I need it.
I'm just going to pour this right over top of that.
Oh, that's going to be good.
And I'm going to lift them up just so the gravy will get underneath there. Nice and all the way around that. All right, guys. How simple is that? And you don't even have to go through the steps of doing the onions and mushrooms if you don't want to.
Unless you like them.
So we're just going to put this on there, snug it up a little bit, put it in that 350 degree oven for an hour, and then we'll be back and check on it. All right, guys, she was in the oven for an hour, and here's what we're looking like. See that gravy's getting thick? And look at these. But they're still a little tough. So we're going to put the lid back on them, put them back in the oven. And I started some potatoes here. All I did was just cut up some russet potatoes, chopped them fine, and put some salt in the water. And we're going to boil these and make mashed potatoes. So we'll stick this back in the oven for another half an hour. All right, we've got the potatoes fork tender, and Billy is the mashed potato guy, so he's going to drain it.
All right, my secret is putting a lot of butter in them. To me, that makes the best mashed potatoes.
Some people use sour cream in it, but he doesn't like sour cream in his.
Nah, I really don't. And I just put a little splash of milk. See where I'm at. Some salt, pepper, because I like pepper.
We all do.
And just beat them up.
I let him make macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes.
Yes, she uses that excuse that I do it better, but I know better.
You do it better.
Okay, I got them all mixed up. Now I just like to lay a little bit of butter on the top of them. Let that melt down in it. There it is.
All right, here's what we're looking like after an hour and a half in the oven.
Look how thick that gravy is.
Put that on there. Let's get some of Billy's mashed potatoes. Look at them. Perfect. And we'll get some of this gravy on here.
I can't wait to tear into that.
We've been smelling it like, oh, we want some of that. All right. That's Billy's. I know he'll want more gravy, Billy, because he loves the gravy.
Yeah, I'm a gravy guy.
And then we'll plate mine up here. And we'll do a taste test.
Should be delicious.
Yum, yum. All right. I'm going in. Let's do the mashed potatoes.
Do the mashed potato.
So good. Good. And our steak is fork tender. Well, I got the piece that had big gristle in it, of course.
I like the gristle.
So good, guys. Such an easy meal to fix, too. And really, cube steak doesn't cost that much. So, I mean, it costs enough, but it's one of the cheaper meats that you can get, and you can make it tender by doing this. And even put it in a crock pot. But we like it like this in the cast iron.
Yeah, so good.
All right, guys. This is another Tuesday Vittles wrapped up. So we're going to go eat. So like, comment, share, subscribe, please, and hype and help us grow. And thanks for watching the Biker Baker and Mr. Smith Show. Peace out. Have a good day.
Later, Gators.